They're clunky, and you hear them rewinding and fast-forwarding. And sometimes you can't get the tracking right.
Don't get caught, don't get eaten.
Back in 1979, we had the first VCR on our street, and we'd have, all the neighborhood kids in our house, and we'd all be snacking out all weekend long, watching movies over and over.
It was revolutionary to be able to actually pause a movie back then. Evenings were spent watching the same movie a dozen times simply because he could. Those weekends are what hit play on Clinton's passion for film. He has hundreds of movie titles and artwork at home. He even has a custom-made wall to hold all of his VHS tapes.
I watch a lot of new releases throughout the week so that I can give a qualified opinion on the newest movies. And I catch up on older films in order to reinvigorate my passion for film. So Saturday night is black and white night, and Sunday night I usually watch colorful retro films from the 60s and 70s.
Clinton Thornley was well known as the media man, so it seems like a perfect fit that his obsession for movies would develop into his career.
I really enjoyed the experience of introducing people to culture that they've never experienced before. And when I did live in a van, particularly when I was up on the islands on Denman and Hornby Island, I used to bring back movies from Vancouver to show people that they'd never seen before as well. And my van that I lived in was kind of an unofficial movie house.
In 2003, Clinton opened up an official movie house, Film Buff Video. Since the beginning, the store has been well known for its free popcorn with each rental and a casual conversation about movies if you need advice or a debate.
What's this one like?
This is the same movie that Adam Sandler already made in Grown Ups 2, but this is 30 years later.
The shop works as a social club in a lot of respects. It's got a real club-like feel, and I've always treated the shop like it's a co-op and it's a club and we're all in it together.
Clinton can be found refreshing the shelves at the store almost every day. Oscar, his 6-year-old dog, is never far behind. The middle shelves are valuable real estate, and every title must earn their spot.
The strategy behind it was that you could close your eyes, reach out and pick a film, and it's worth an hour and a half of your life.
So why does this movie have merit?
That movie is significant because it was the very first movie shown on a commercial airplane, and it's an odd choice because it's the Monkey Scopes trial about a teacher who was teaching evolution in school, and local church groups, took him to task for this, and he was fired, and then he gets represented by a big city lawyer played by Spencer Tracy.
Clinton vacations every year to the Toronto Film Festival to keep current and find more movies to fill these shelves.
Toronto Film Festival is the greatest experience I've ever had, and the last 8 times that I've been have been the 8 best memories I've ever had. Shopping selection for DVDs is some of the best. I could spend all day in some of those stores.
And when Clinton comes back from TIFF, he brings with him photos of celebrities and usually a handful of discs. He says the appetite for film is great, if not greater than it's ever been. Even though the way movies are distributed is changing, Clinton says people still enjoy the experience of renting a movie off a video store shelf.
People like the tactile approach of being able to see the film right in front of them and get the movie while they're there. And it also gives them ideas of movies that they might want to see that they didn't know they wanted to see until they came in and saw the cover for it. The industry, you could argue, is almost dead as it is, so it's strange that it does survive, but I've seen record stores make a comeback.
If you love what you're doing, you'll be successful. Clinton proves that with his video store. While corporate stores like Blockbuster have closed their doors, Film Buff remains open. He says other stores have gone under as they were just in it for the money.
Whereas I have a real passion for film, I think that translates in my conversations with the customers. And I've always been in it for the artistic integrity of the film itself and trying to get people to see great movies.
If Clinton's life were a movie, he'd be a classic. No special effects, but a good story with a character that jumps off the page. In Nanaimo, I'm Rae-Anne the Plant.